Okay, so KidPersist, Wednesday, June 17th. We're going to proceed with what we were working on Monday. We'll bow in just a second. Continuing looking at blue belt, orange, green, and blue, so that, all three of you understand how the curriculum kind of moves. So, okay, Chinese, Filipino, Thai, Indonesian, French and Dog Brothers, and Japanese. And I haven't done this in a while. I don't know that I've done this in the KidPersist class. Just give me a minute. I'll bring you back in. Okay. So the Chinese, everybody. I think it's been a little while since we went over this. If you start, put your feet together, hands at your side. You turn this right foot out. You put your left hand over your right fist. You step out with your left foot and notice, let me move back just a little bit. Notice I'm in a cat stance with my left foot, and then I roll my hands back and I step back with my left and back with my right. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so again, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's the full, when we do this, that's the full salutation that we're abbreviating, okay? And then, Danny, stand up for 1 second. Just try this with me, okay? So everybody, when we go here for Indonesian, everybody just put your arms out like this. Heavy on your left foot, light on your right foot. And then you pull your right foot in and your hands go on your leg. And your right hand is going to be on the bottom. Your left hand is going to be on top. Then you roll your hands up. So your right hand is inside, closer to you than the left hand. You bring your hands down and your right hand makes a fist. And you go back up. And then you cover your eyes, you cover your heart, and then you just wipe your hands like that, okay? So that's actually, when we do the Indonesian, that's the full salutation that we're abbreviating. When we get into double stick, I'll show you the Filipino, because that actually, to do that full salutation involves weapons. Okay, so I'm going to bring katana back in. We're going to start our light warm-up here. Okay, and you two just be aware there's not really a way for me to not have you in the shot. So you're kind of, it's you or our messy couch. So, okay, all right. Anyways, so big arm circles to the front. Almost like this is being taught in the living room backwards of our apartment and, not a martial arts school or something. All right. Palms out, medium-sized circles to the front. Change directions. Palms down, small circles. Change directions. Alternating hugs. Take out all that tension. Sorry. Take out all that tension out of your shoulders. Good. Everybody take your left hand, put it on top of your right hand. Palm up, right hand, stretched out with the left hand. Right hand on top of the left hand. Palm up, left hand, stretched out. Shake all that tension out of your hands. Good. Feet together, hands on your knees, knee rotations one direction. Go the other way. Very good. Feet about shoulder width apart. Hip rotations one direction. Very good. Go the other way. Excuse me. All right, very good. So relax the body, facing the center, feet about shoulder width apart, hands up. Every time we count, we're doing 3 punches. Okay? So you're gonna try this, or you want me to? Okay. All right. This is kind of new katana. I've added this recently since we've been training, so katana will work on it independently. Okay. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. I tell you what, let's lift our right foot and stand on our left foot, and we're going to do a set of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. Okay, we'll get a set of 10 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay. And let's do our rotational. So let's start with left hand up, fingers open, and 1, 2, 3. Open your hands. The right is in front. Go to your right. And 2. Open, center. 3. Open, left. 4. Open, center. 5. Open, right. 6. Open, center. 7. Left. 8. Open, center. 9. Open, right. 10. Open, center. Final set. Very nice. All right. So let's actually, we're gonna do something. This is gonna be another dimension. I'm always experimenting. I'm always trying to find a way to do things better. So if, and I want to try something here. If you stand with your back to the camera, can you do that right there? Great. Let me see how that looks. Okay. So, well, I didn't know if we could play our game with katana in the lead. That almost obstructs it. So I'll bring it back in a minute, okay? So go out for now. All right, so you know the deal. Here we go, round 1. Block, block, duck, jump, block, 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 jump, jump, duck, duck, block, block, and duck. Nice job. All right, round 2, little verbal fakery here and there. Block, block, duck, jump, 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 block, 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 jump, and duck. Very nice. All right, just a teeny little bit faster. Here we go. Ready? Duck, 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 block, jump, duck, duck, and jump. Excellent. All right, very nice. So Danny jumped off the class. We're still going to stick with the plan, though. This way, at least it gets recorded, and you know, these will be in our public class archives, and before I, just give me 1 second before I actually bring Katana in. So Brendan, the way things are gonna go, we, these classes tonight that I'm recording and uploading will put us at 65 hours. So I'm gonna teach 7 more weeks and keep to the schedule. When we reach 100 hours, because you're a member, your classes will continue digitally. The only thing that might change possibly might be the schedule, but we'll deal with that as necessary. If the schedule, here's the great part though, as a member, if the schedule, it turns out it doesn't work for you, the classes will be recorded and uploaded in the members area. So you could set a time twice a week and just watch the recordings and treat it like a live class. Now, I mean, obviously I won't be interacting with you through the technology, but you still, depending on how it works for your schedule. But that's the plan, okay? And that's the plan for anybody that's watching. There's just a few things in the works that my schedule might change a little bit, but when I started all of this 13 weeks ago, what I figured out as my commitment was to teach, record, and upload 100 complimentary hours of martial arts classes. So the classes today will put us at 65 hours, but we'll continue because you're a member, you're in there, so it's good. So that being said, I'm going to leave the frame and come right back. I want to continue with what we were working on, even though Danny had to jump out of the class, which is not a problem at all. This way he can go back and watch this. So I want to continue, orange belt for you, green belt for Danny, and blue belt for Katana. But again, it benefits you because you're going to go through it, anyways. So it's all good, and everybody wins. So, okay. So, and this is actually good because it'll give me a little bit of time. Thai kicking. I'm gonna grab these are my favorite Thai pads. They're like 15, 16 years old at this point. They're really solid, except for some of the covering is flaking off. But these are kind of my babies. Very reluctant to give these up. And the Thai pads are really good, and I know you come from a martial arts family, so that's awesome. And some of this you might already know, but I'll move through it for you briefly. So I'm going to bring Katana in. The Thai kick is, I'm going to change this angle. Face me, get in a left lead. I'm going to touch you, not kick you, so don't move, okay? So the Thai kick swings. We've talked about this before. It's a baseball bat instead of a whip. And they're both very dangerous tools, but the Jeet Kune Do mindset, we want to get proficient at both of them so that if we need to use them, we can, okay? And in the Thai system, the Thai style kicking, the rear leg, so for our purposes, the right leg is always loaded. It's always armed, like a gun that's cocked and ready to fire. It's always armed, meaning it's all, don't move. I'm gonna touch you, not kick you. It's all the way in the back, so boom, it can swing through and do a lot of damage. So conversely, if the rear leg is always loaded for the kick, the lead leg is always unloaded, and we have to arm it. Now, everybody starts off the same way. I did as well when I started Thai boxing 17 years ago or whenever, okay? The first way, again, I'm going to touch you, not kick you, so don't move, okay? The first way we learn to load it is step right, kick left. That's the first way that we learn to load it, even though that's a little telegraphic. What we want to build up to eventually, and for your orange belt, step and kick with the lead only will be completely acceptable. What we want to, again, freeze, don't move. What we want to build up to is the hop kick. The hop kick is that little lead switch, and in that moment, I arm the lead kick. And then remember, Brendan, this is only a problem for the left kick. You always have to arm it. And again, how do we arm it? In the beginning, like today's class, and for the next few weeks, we're left lead. We're always a little bit more, like left, there you go, left lead. We're always gonna arm it, don't move, by step right, kick left, okay? And that's it. And we'll eventually build our way up to hop left kick. But we'll work on that. Right now, step right, kick left for any of the times that we need to use the lead kick, which we're going to do several times. Okay, so the one Thai boxing requirement that we haven't gone over yet is the 4 counts. And you don't have to memorize them. Although I think I wrote them out for you, maybe in the resource section of the manual. I can't remember, and I don't want to take the time to look it up right now. You just have to be able to do them as I call them. And the good news is I always tend to call them in the same order because that's how I remember them, okay? So it's hard, Brendan, to do Thai-style kicking in the air without something to stop you, because the real mindset behind Thai style kicking, the only thing that stops me from going 360 is whatever I'm trying to kick, right? So that's my real mindset. The only thing that prevents me from making a full circle is my target. But if you do a 360 on every kick for all of the 4 counts that I'm about to ask you to do, you're going to get dizzy really, really quickly. So for now, I'm just going to have you kind of do it lightly in the air. And, excuse me, pardon me, what you want to start thinking about is for the lead kick, and both sides, in fact, when I step, I pivot. See how on my supporting foot, like with this one, watch my right, excuse me, my right foot, step right, and I pivot. So I get up on that ball of that foot, and I pivot. When I kick with my other leg, it's there, okay? Pardon me. And even just that is a little hard to do in the air. So just do your best, just kind of follow along. Katana's actually going to do it. Left lead, okay? So the first combination is step right, kick left, cross, slap, right kick. No, right kick. That's it, okay? So, nice, very good, that's it. So you're going to see this again and again. Anytime that the 4 counts call for a left kick, I'm going to ask her to step and left kick. The right kick is the opposite. It's always loaded, and you're just ready to fire it, okay? So that, we call that first one left to right. So you have, step left, cross, slap, right kick. That's the first 4 count. Okay, so that's nice. And then right kick at the end. Good. Okay, so that's left to right. So the next one is right to left. So left lead, right kick, but you got to bring it back. Right kick, slap, cross, step, and left kick. That's it. Okay? And I know you learn you have that kind of gift. You learn very quickly. At least that's what I've observed all these weeks. So I know this little tip will help you. In the Thai boxing curriculum, the left kick is connected to the cross because when you step and left kick, your body weight is going forward. So it connects to the cross very easy. In the Thai curriculum, when you right kick, because you're bringing your body weight back, it connects to the slap very well. Okay, so just try to think step and left kick, cross, right kick, slap. And that you're going to observe that throughout the curriculum. Okay, so number 3 is left to left. Step and left kick, cross, slap, step and left kick. Nice, that's good. Okay, so that one's left to left. The next one is right to right. So she's going to right kick, slap, cross, right kick. That's it. Okay, so we've had one side to the other side and one side to the same side. Now we've got one side to 3 punches. So step and left kick, cross, slap, cross. Nice. So one kick, good job. One kick to 3 punches, right? And then right kick, slap, cross, slap. Get in the left lead though. Get in the left lead. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay. And that is, despite maybe some of the things you've heard me say, that's one of the rare times in the curriculum where we end on a slap. Most of the time we like to end on a cross. It's just an easier punch to recover from. But in that instance, we end on a slap. So that is excellent. So we're about halfway done. Now, 3 punches to 1 kick. Cross, slap, cross, step and left kick. Cross, slap, cross, step and left kick. Nice. That's it. Cross, slap, cross, step and left kick. Nice job. Good. That looked good. Slap, cross, slap, right kick. Slap, cross, slap, right kick. Ah, that's it. Excellent. Because these are falling apart. Okay. And then we have 4 more. All 4 of these are going to start with jab cross, but I'm always going to just hold one focus mitt. That's just kind of how we hold it in the lineage. And you fire your jab cross on this single focus mitt. So jab cross, step and left kick, right kick. Jab cross, step and left kick, right kick. That's it. Okay. And then we're going to switch that. Jab cross, right kick, step and left kick. Jab cross, right kick, step and left kick. Ha, good. Good. And then the last 2 are the doubles. And when we double, hold your lead. Left lead, just hold your lead. Boom, boom. It's got that kind of energy. Okay? Don't move. Boom, boom. Like you just bounce. That's kind of the energy. Okay? Yeah, your foot does definitely touch the floor. You don't have to like do acrobatics or anything like that. But you just kind of, we always sort of describe it for children and adults as like hot foot. Like you don't, like the ground is very hot. You just want it to immediately bounce back up. Okay? So jab cross, step on the first one, double left kick. Boom, boom. That's it. Okay? Keep that in the lead though. That's the only thing I would say. You know, there's no reason to swing that all the way back behind you. Okay? And then the last one is jab cross, double right kick. Yeah, but you can let your foot touch the floor. Bop, bop. That's the way. Okay? And that's all the 4 counts. And like I say, if you memorize them, great. It's not, when you go to test this, I mean, I'm assuming, I don't know how this would be different. It'll be through the technology. I will probably virtually hold for you, right? And not only will I virtually hold for you, but I'll call it before you go to do it. You know, go step and left kick, cross, slap, right kick, right? And here and bop, bop, there. So the only reason I'm explaining that, I don't want you to be nervous about having to memorize all of those, but I will share with you how I keep all of those straight, because they're all just grouped by themes. So it's not that hard to memorize over time. Okay. So let's get this on video so that Danny can watch it later. So green belt Thai boxing, we're continuing the tools from the clinch, right? So if we, normally I can frame up the shot a little bit better, but today it's really obvious. We're here in my living room, but oh well, it's not like I was fooling anybody. So remember, you know, we're in our kick stance, and we come into the plum or the clinch, and I'm holding my hands just a little bit lower than I normally would, so that I can look at the camera, because this is going to get awkward really quickly. You can do the same. Just try not to be down here, right? Because if you're down here, you're fighting someone way smaller than you. So remember, skip knee number one. Let me change the angle here. So remember, skip knee number one, slide knee, slide knee, slide knee, slide knee. It does not require any kind of acrobatic abilities. You're not doing a bad version of the Running Man, the dance from the 90s. Very simple. Okay, number two, the upper body is identical. I know my hands are out of the frame, but I'm doing the same thing I was doing before. My foot leaves the ground. So it's the same as the other one. I let it leave the ground, and then I just kind of hop back. This one still does not require any kind of acrobatic abilities. So this might be good. Like, let me show you with katana. Face me. Okay, so if I clinch, see, I just knee, and as this foot sets down, I just hop the other one back. So let me change the angle a little bit, right? So here, boom, hop, boom, hop, boom. But still doesn't require any super acrobatic abilities. You're just trying to hop back as your foot leaves the floor, and then you hop the other one back instead of sliding it. But that's all you're doing. So number one, skip knee number one, remember your foot stays on the floor. Skip knee number two is the same, just remember your foot leaves the floor when it arms, okay? Then we have curved knees. Okay, curved knees. So curved knees, if you want to, I'll do a little instructional and bring you back, okay? So go out of the shop for a little bit. So we're still in our clinch, okay? So get heavy on your left foot, light on your right foot. Step right, step left, right knee. Then get light on your left foot, left, right, left knee. So there's always going to be two little steps. Step, step, knee. Yeah, and you're going to, the first step is going to be with the side that you're kneeing with. Okay, so if I'm kneeing with my right, that's why I'm saying I get a little heavy on my left. Step right, step left, right knee. And then I get heavy on my right foot, and I get light on my left foot. Step left, step right, left knee. Okay? And that step, 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 knee, 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 step, step, knee. Or another way of breaking this down, right, left, right knee, left, right, left knee, right, left, right knee, left, right, left knee. Now, why that's so important is the counter to this. Okay, whenever you feel, put your arms on the outside of my arms. Whenever you feel me start to knee, swing me by my arms. Like you don't want to get kneed. Imagine that I'm going to knee you hard enough to break your ribs if you don't move me, okay? That's it. That's the counter. That's the counter. So quite literally, that's the counter to a curved knee. She grabs the outside of my arms and she swings me for dear life so that knee doesn't connect. Now, why is that step knee so important? Now, whenever you feel me knee, spin me. Okay? So see, she can't that step, it's like, wait, what's going on? And it's harder for the person to counter. Okay? So that's really everything that you need to know about curve. We say curve, C-U-R-V-E, curve knees. That's what Ajahn Chai calls them. Once again, I like to teach you what my instructors actually refer to things as, so that if you ever get to train with him, you know what he calls things, and you'll be good. The very last thing is the long teep. And the long teep, we're in our kick stance, and we just imagine pushing with the ball of our foot. That's it. And let that drop. The ties don't, that was a rechamber, right? This would be more Savate. They would rechamber. The ties, just throw it and let it drop. Okay? What that's really good for, left lead. Good. Hands up. Throw your cross. Fuck. That's what that's really good for. Okay? It's that simple. Just boom, shoot your foot out there, hit with the ball of your foot, boom, push. Okay? So that's the long teep. T-E-E-P. Teep means foot jab. All right? And so for your own learning, even though this is 2 levels away, but you're gonna get there very quickly. Those are all the tools that are required. So, skip knee number 2. I'll just go over these real quick. Skip knee number 3, right? Because we have skip knee number 1 in orange belt, right? So skip knee 3 is here. Skip knee, I'm so sorry, I'm saying skip. Straight knee, please excuse me, straight knee. Straight knee 1 is in orange belt. And then here's where I'll summarize everything that's in green belt. Straight knee 2 is that one. Straight knee 3 is that one. Then we have from the clinch, skip knee number 1, where the foot stays on the floor. That's skip knee number 1. Skip knee number 2, where the foot leaves the floor. And then we have also in the clinch, curve knees. Curve knees. And then finally, from the kick stance, long teep. Okay, long left teep. That's the only one, long teep. That's the only one that we're working on. Okay, and ideally the belly is an excellent target for the teep. Okay, so for the purposes of everybody's learning and katana, you have to eventually do these to get your blue belt.
I do.
You're going to. Is the 7 counts. Thai boxing 7 counts. There's only 2 of them. There's only 2 of them. So listen, the first one, step left, cross hook right. I'm sorry, I said hook. Step left, cross slap right, slap cross step left. So number 1 is left to right to left. Hands up. Okay, I'll call it. Don't worry. It's the first time you're doing it. Step and left kick. Cross. Slap. Right kick. Slap. Cross. Step and left kick. That's it. So left to right to left. And after the step and left kicks, you're always going to cross slap. After any right kick, you're going to slap cross. So again, it's left to right to left. The other one is right to left to right. So left lead, move back just a teeny bit. Okay, right kick, slap, cross, step and left kick, cross, cross, slap, right kick. That's it. So see, that's right to right. The first one is left to right to left. No, those are the only, and those are the only 2 7 counts. And if I had a heavy bag, you can run never-ending 7 counts the entire time. Like you could do 60 seconds as fast as you want it, and hard as you want to go. Stand up. Don't move. Those are the only 2. So don't move. Left lead. Left lead. Left lead. Okay. A little bit. There we go. Okay. So right, slap, cross, left, cross, slap, right, slap, cross, left, cross, slap, right, slap, cross, left, cross, slap, right, and so on. So that's a great drill if you have like a bob dummy, or if you have a tie, like a hanging heavy bag. 60 seconds even, hard as you can. Punching bag, yeah, a big punching bag, tie back. But what I want you to take away, Brendan and Katana, cross, the left leads to cross slap. The right leads to slap cross. And you see that pretty consistently throughout the entire Thai boxing curriculum. Okay, so if you can memorize that, it becomes kind of easy. Left to left, stand up. You're gonna go super light because I already took my Thai pads off. Step and left kick, lightly. Step and left, cross, slap, right, slap, cross, step and left. So that's left to left. Then left kick, or sorry, left lead, my fault. Left lead, right, slap, cross, step and left, cross, slap, right. So those are the only 2. Left to left, right to left to right. Those are the 2 5 counts. All right. So let's go back to orange belt. And so you, Brendan, and this will be good because Katana's here. You have silent sombrata, okay? And I know you already know more than that. Yep, stand up. Yeah, let me teach. I'll explain it. Yeah. Okay. So, again, the term silent sombrata is one of my former students, KidPersist students. She came up with that name, and I always thought it was really good. We already talked about the historical background of this. Stand up. Stand up. Okay. So it's 3 count sombrata, but you're not going to let our weapons touch. So it's my roof. It's your inside deflect. Don't let weapons touch. Check. And it's my drop stick. It's your roof. My inside deflect, your drop stick. My roof, your inside deflect, my drop stick. Go a little faster though. Like, don't be afraid of it. Put a little behind it, but just control your weapon. This is silent sombrata. Okay? 3 count sombrata. Just not touch it. Okay? And again, nice. Excellent. Good. Time. And again, even though in the KidPersist program we don't teach offensive blades. Put your stick down. Okay. Where does this come from? Well, this comes from, like, you know, you think of some Filipino American commandos behind enemy lines. Beautiful. And so we're going to do the same drill. We're not going to let our weapons touch. But you got to check. Check in there. Good. That's it. Got it. That's nice. Good.
What sort is that?
Excellent. That's another trainer. Good. Good job, gentlemen. Good. And since we have these out, this is just a good point to remind you all of the following. So if we were that silent sombrata and it already looks great. I'm already very happy. You already understand it on a very deep level, okay? If we were relying on our bladed weapon to save our life with that modality, slow motion, set me up, but you're cutting with the edge, right? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to use the flat. I'm going to turn, hang on to your weapon. I'm going to use the flat, right? In the beat where she gives me angle one, I'm going to turn this out so that I'm using the flat of the blade. Give me angle 4 for the drop stick. Oops, down here. Angle 4.
Oh.
So again, the flat. I want to use the flat. All right. And good. Well, and the only other thing I would say, though, in that split second, if the options are turning your blade out or getting cut, I'm sorry, not turning your blade out, like meeting, slow motion, meeting edge to edge or getting cut, I'm going to, every time. It's okay. All right. So, but when possible, you know, on my roof block beat, I go here. On my inside deflect, I use this side. On my drop stick, I use the flat of my blade. Okay. And so green belt, there's not going to be that much of a transition. You can go back to sticks or however you'd like to do it. So we have 3 beats. I'm so sorry, 3 variables. Our foundational variable for the whole time you're with me is always drop stick for this beat. And that's what I always advise. Like, if you stay with me long term, you know, later you'll be doing like dos manos. We'll start with, make sure this is angle 4, right? You don't need to do dos manos. Just always go back to drop stick. Like anytime, or, you know, the first time I ask you to do three count sombrata with double stick, nothing changes for you, okay? You got to check though. Yeah, okay? Always go back to drop stick. Because that's your foundation, that's your base. That's the easiest way to figure out, you know, as we move through sombrata with multiple weapons configurations, that's the easiest way to figure out how to do it. Okay, so where we're going to go, though, is we're going to add in 3 more variables in place of the drop stick for when the person is giving us the angle 4. So the roof stays the same. The inside deflect, check, stays the same. The first variation is the outside deflect. Okay, so the outside deflect is nothing more, angle 4. Then you have the stick on your left shoulder. You bounce it off their stick and check to your right shoulder. That's all it is. That's the outside deflect. So if we stay with outside deflect, nice. Let it go all the way to your right shoulder. To your right shoulder. And then see, that sets you up. Yep. Start over here. You got to bounce it to your other shoulder. Okay, nice shot. That looks great. Second variation, low shield. So the roof is the same, inside deflect is the same. Here's my low shield. Tip goes down to my right. I'm still gonna check. You gotta check. Check. That's it. Good. Low shield. Check. Yep. You're at medium. Good. But can I see, gentlemen? Good. Yep. Just stay with the low. Very nice. Low shield. Looks fantastic. Good. Okay, time. Nice job. Really good. The last one is the gunte. So tip goes down to your left. Left hand goes palm up. And it's this reverse scissor open motion. So the roof's the same. Inside deflects the same. Here's my gunte. This way. This way. That's it.
Probably my favorite one.
Watch your thumb. Yep. Okay, time. Beautiful. This is going to be excellent. Okay. So in the future, what it would look like is, I might ask the two of you, Brendan, when you're testing for green belt, if your dad's available, you're going to go start with drop stick, and you don't need to do it right now, right? But, and I'll let you go through a few cycles. Okay, fantastic. That looks great. Now, let me see both of you do the outside deflect in place of the drop stick when it cycles to you. Okay, and we'll let that go for a couple of cycles. Okay, that looks really sharp. Now let me see the low shield when it cycles, and we'll let that go for a few reps. Okay, great. Now let me see the gunting, and I'll let that go for a couple of cycles, and that's it. And you already have a really solid advantage because you're in a martial arts family and you have great training partners that want to see you succeed. So that's like the best possible situation. So that's awesome. A very important point, not to give you grief. This in blunt impact weapons, this is Stick Fighter Christmas. Christmas came early. I can't wait to break your thumb. Okay, and I don't want you to think I'm a hypocrite because I know my thumb looks like this. I was in the proper position. I still got hit on my thumb in the Philippines, and I still looks like I'm in maybe a goth band or something like that. But anyways, so blunt impact weapons, this is a huge no-no. Absolutely. Edged weapons, it doesn't really matter because you're messing with the grip all the time anyways, and it means less. Just like having your hand up in edged weapon doesn't really matter because this can be cut, this can be stabbed through. I know I'm being a little graphic, but in edged weapons, if this is a stick, this hand's got to be up. Blunt impact weapons. Edge weapons, this is probably better off being in like a pocket, grabbing a secondary weapon, okay, because it means less. And the same thing goes with your grip. You can get away with this in edged weapons. And in some systems, I'll see them do this a lot with stick. And then when you ask, well, we're treating the stick like it's a sword. Okay, and I don't usually argue. That's usually in a context where I'm not doing the instruction. If I were doing the instruction, I don't let anybody get away with that. So I check that all the time. So your grip, you're fine. It's a good teachable moment. How are you going to learn if I don't tell you these things? Okay, so In blunt impact weapons, this is always the shape of your grip. Edged weapons, that shape can change, but blunt impact weapons, it's got to look like that. Okay. So give me 1 second here. I know I'm out of the frame. Oh, we're gonna blow through this super quick. Let's go double stick. Double stick. This is gonna go so fast. And we're gonna switch to soft sticks here, just because I don't think I have 2 smaller sticks that match for katana. So let me have that live stick back. Okay. Sit for 1 second, just for the first thing. Redondo 6. Umbrella 6. Redondo, helicopter blades. Umbrella, point down with that first shot on both sides. Okay? Let me see you cycle through, like, give me a full 1, 2, 3 beats, 4, 5, 6 of Redondo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Umbrella. Let me just see you go through both of those twice. Redondo, and then Redondo. Umbrella, nice. Umbrella. One more set. That's beautiful. Don't change a thing. Good, Umbrella. Nice. Fantastic. Okay, that looks excellent. So those are the orange belt double stick requirements, and that looks fantastic. So green belt double stick requirements. Double stick versus single stick abecedario. So she's using her imagination. I'm a single stick player. Close this, meet it, open, meet it, close this, meet it, open, meet it, close, meet it. That's a drill, okay? And that's it. So gunting closed, hit, gunting open, hit. And then you're just changing the elevation. So what I'll probably do right now, Brendan, was we'll just do this drill. I'll feed you through the technology. So you're open, close the 1, meet it and stay closed. Open the 2, meet it and stay open. Close the 3, meet it and stay closed. Open the 4, meet it and stay open. And close the 5, meet it and stay closed. Beautiful job. That looks fantastic. All right. And blue belt, double stick. 3 count sombrado with double stick. Stand up. Okay. So my roof, feed me. Inside deflect, and then there you go. And now give me angle 4. Drop my drop stick. Her roof, check with your stick. Good. Give me angle 1. My inside deflect, her double drop stick. My roof, inside deflect, my drop stick. And the only thing I'd like to see, Katana, is angle 4 is at the waist. If you keep giving it to me high, I've got to do something else. Okay? So more at the waist on your angle 4. Other than that, looks good. So roof, inside deflect, drop stick for me, your roof, my inside deflect, your drop, double drop, or you could do your other variables if you want to, but stay with double drop stick. That's actually a good point. I could do low shield with double stick. You do whatever you want to do that on this beat. Good. You could. That was good. You could do double outside deflect. Good. I could do double, give me angle 4, double stick gunting. Okay. Well, so yeah, let me just see the 2 of you keep flowing around. Yeah. All right. Okay, time. Beautiful job. Really, really excellent, gentlemen. All right, put those sticks down. Nice work. Okay. the Inosanto La Costa system will always be our mother system, and this is the main system that informs our Filipino martial arts curriculum. And the Sombrada, those are all a family of drills that Guru and Inosanto developed. They're excellent. They just, and what I saw, even though your sound is turned off on my end, I saw exactly the way you should be training it. You're just having fun. You're flowing. If you make a mistake, not that you were making many mistakes, you just flow out of it and figure your way out, and that's really nice to see. Okay, so we covered, yeah, great work. We covered an awful lot. And we're gonna pick it up on Monday. We'll just continue to do this. This will kind of be our flight plan, if you will, for a while, until we get this all done and we've seen it all. Okay, stand up, Katana. All right, so Chinese, Filipino, Thai, Indonesian, French and Dog Brothers, and Japanese. All right, end this recording.